Hey, what's up guys? John from Mongo Fishing. Time for another tournament video. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to put this video out for a while now. This was the fourth stop in the Archie Division BFLs on Lake Dardanelle. Now, most of this video is going to be me talking to you kind of just like this. And that's because I don't have hardly anything for footage. So basically what transpired is, I started recording in the morning. I did the intro, all that fun stuff. Battery died before I got the first battery change out of the way. We both caught fish that didn't really matter, but I got the battery changed, and then a couple more fish catches, and more battery changes, and blah 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 blah. But sometime after like the second battery change, my camera just stopped recording. And I noticed it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I went to do another battery change and I saw the Band-Aid symbol, which typically means that you got a problem. And it said SD card error. So I basically lost like all of the morning, and I have no idea at like when I lost it, but I noticed it at like 1 o'clock. So I swapped out SD cards and I got back to recording and everything was good to go, and it was recording perfectly fine. And I even checked it that night. The footage recorded perfectly fine. And then when I went to edit the video and transfer the stuff over, all those afternoon files got corrupt also. And so basically I just have like a tiny bit of footage in the morning, and that's it. And so I've been trying to figure out how to put this video together. I believe in honesty and putting out the video regardless if I do well or if I suck, which I sucked. But I just didn't really know how to put it together when it's just mostly this. There's just really not much tournament footage. So I guess what we'll do is, I guess we'll just get into it, and then that'll take, a minute or two. And then we'll come back and discuss some statistics and the game plan and thought process and all that fun stuff. So here you go. Hey, what's up guys? John from Mongo Fishing. Today is the fourth stop in the Archie Division BFLs back here on beautiful Lake Dardanelle. I got my co-angler Randy. Say what's up, Randy.
How you doing?
Practice was ugly. I mean, it was just ugly. So we're just gonna try to scrap together some fish and see what we can put together. So let's stick some lips. All right guys, just did the battery change.
I don't know if it's big enough to keep or not, but it's fish. He's a Kentucky. No, dang it.
If he's a Kentucky, he may measure. Anyway guys, so battery change update. It's 8:15-ish. We both have 0. We've caught fish each, but we have not been able to catch a keeper. And I think that may actually be the first fish on camera, because I had to do a battery change and caught fish after the battery died before I get the battery changed. So anyway, that's your update. Keep fishing.
Not big one, is it? Potential.
Got it?
Got it. Yes, sir. Get the board out. I don't know if he's big enough.
Oh, he's big enough. He's 15. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Practice was tough, but it wasn't like I found fish. I spent the first day of practice, I launched at Piney and fished from like Shoal Bay down to the south side of Goose Island. And then the second day, I fished Illinois Bayou and Dardanelle Bay. And then the third day, I went up and I fished like Spadra and Cabin Creek. And the intent of fishing up at Cabin Creek was like, if I'm gonna make that run up to Cabin, it better be like winning fish, or something that's really juicy for me to make that run, because I was still in my low at the time, right? And the low isn't a fast boat. Great gas mileage, but it's not fast. And so I knew that if I was going to make that run to cabin, it better be worth my while. And although I found fish up there, I didn't find what I thought were going to be winning fish. And I figured, you know, the most I'm able to get is like 10, 11 pounds, something like that. And I figured I can probably do the same thing down in Illinois Bayou, because I caught a lot more fish down in Illinois. I just had better quality up in cabin. So that's the decision I went with, is stay down in Illinois Bayou, weed through some small fish, get my 5 fish limit, and probably have the same amount of weight that I'd have up in Cabin Creek, even though there'd be less fish at cabin, you know, better quality or whatever. I just figured I could maximize my time staying down in Illinois Bayou. But that is not what transpired. Instead, we weeded through a bunch of fish that you don't see on camera. You know, I did poorly. All right, so statistics. So on the boater side, and co-angler side, there was 141 boats. On the boater side, 17 people zeroed, so about 12%. And on the co-angler side, 57 people zeroed, which is about 40%. Winning weight on the boater side was 17 pounds, 6 ounces. It took 10 pounds, 4 ounces to cash a check. And I finished miserably with 1 fish for 1 pound, 9 ounces in 120th place. Now, you know, maybe I could have had 2 fish. And the reason I say that is because I caught a questionable keeper, and you know, sometimes I'd sweep his tail and it would touch, and other times I'd sweep his tail and it wouldn't touch, and ultimately I decided to let it go. And because I just wasn't sure that it was going to reach the board on the bump board. What if Major League Fishing's board is slightly different than mine, and then I get hit with a penalty? So I just decided to let it go. Now, ironically, when we came to weigh, they didn't bump the fish anyway, and so he probably would have gotten passed. However, I can't be mad for doing the honest thing. Yeah, it hurts me in points, but ultimately it was the honest thing to do. The fish was questionable. I let it go. It is what it is. So my 120th place finish dropped me in standings down to 78th place in overall standings. Absolutely killed me. My co-angler, Randy, on the other hand, he did really well. On the co-side, it took 11 pounds, 9 ounces to win. Took 5 pounds, 11 ounces to cash a check. And Randy finished in 16th place with, I don't remember if he had 4 or 5 fish, but he had 7 pounds, 4 ounces. He caught his fish almost all on a jig. My one keeper and my other almost keeper both came on a jig also, or at least my keeper came on a jig. My questionable came, I think, on a fluke. But we caught fish on square bills, flukes, Carolina rigs, jigs, I think swim jigs. I mean, we caught a fish on a bunch of different things. We just had a hard time putting together a good pattern. But anyway, guys, that's that. You know, honesty is where I'm at, man. So, like I said, I'll put the video out regardless if I did well or sucked. This one obviously sucked. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right down there, along with the bell notification button, so you guys get notified every single time I put out another video. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below, man. There's going to be another video that's going to be very similar sort of thing. Camera problems again, where I lost my footage. I actually lost an entire tournament footage, all because this stupid Hero 7 Black. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, get on the water, be safe, and go stick some lips.